This is Off the Cuff Cooking with Rachel
and Jodie.
Everyone loves a good potluck. And you know what's always ahead at a potluck?
I do. Chicken spaghetti. So today we're both going to show you how we make chicken spaghetti. Let's get started. This is out of the Pioneer Woman Cooks. Recipes from an accidental country girl. I wanted to find a recipe that was very similar to the way I make chicken spaghetti, because mine is the best.
Well, we'll see.
And hers is almost identical to mine.
Okay.
There's just a couple of things that are different. First thing we're gonna do is saute. Well, actually the first thing I did was I cooked the chicken and the pasta, but we had to do that, at home.
We tried to boil water yesterday on our hot plate and it did not work. Literally, Jodie and I cannot boil water.
True. She calls for 1/4 cup of finely diced green peppers, and she calls for 1 onion. This is 2 onions,
okay.
And this is 2 bell peppers. My recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of butter. I used 8.
That's a lot of butter, Jodie.
That is a lot of butter. Okay.
But I know how you like butter.
I do.
like your garlic bread.
I just followed the recipe that time.
You just slap it on there like, oh, it's a lot of butter.
See, the one time I do what the recipe says, then you mock me. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and say that's good and melted. Hear that sizzle? So this will saute. Now, the Pioneer Woman does not saute her peppers and onions. That's just what I do with my recipe.
Okay.
I'm gonna warm this chicken up in here with the peppers and the onions, since I cooked it this morning. Because she calls for 1 pound of thin spaghetti, broken into 2-inch pieces. So, Pioneer Woman puts in 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. I use cream of chicken soup. And then she puts 2 cups of grated cheddar cheese. This is 2-ish cups. I mean, if you pack it says 4.
Okay.
But if you pack that down,
Yeah.
I think it's 2. Now, she uses 1 teaspoon seasoned salt, and there's some pepper. And then I'm gonna add some milk. I'm just gonna start with 1 cup. Apparently, I've never followed a recipe, ever.
Apparently.
Because
Not since I've known you.
even
Except for the garlic bread.
that day.
You really didn't even that day because you were like, oh, actually, I've only got a teaspoon, not a half teaspoon, so we're just going to use more.
Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
Okay.
I love that you sat down. You were like,
I gotta rest.
take a break. Have a drink. And then I'm going to prep before I can go on.
Stirring a long time.
Oh, that looks so good, Jodie.
You know what? I'm gonna put more cheese in
You
here.
don't have to stir it.
I have to keep stirring it.
Okay.
So,
You want to put it in the pan?
let's put it in the
I'll
pan.
get you the pan.
Okay, here, would you spray that
Yeah, I'd
pan?
love to.
Because I'm really tired. Here we go. This bowl is heavy. There's a lot of
Eye
food.
on that pan.
Ooh. You sprayed a bunch of that. There's a mess.
I need to open
We
the
might
door.
need a fan. Now this is going to be a problem.
Is that gonna fit?
No, it's not. No.
Okay. Well, we'll just
So,
put as much as we can.
That's what we'll do.
and then the rest of it, we'll put it in the freezer. Oh, really? We're gonna? Okay.
if we try to dump this,
It'll be
it's
great.
not all good. Okay, are you going to make it stop?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
okay. Stop.
Okay. Here, you want to try this one?
Yeah.
Here you go.
let's do
Just
it.
go. Is it all going to fit?
Yeah, it's gonna fit.
Okay. I hope you don't need help with your recipe because I'm tired. Okay.
Look at that.
Look at it. Does fit.
That's perfect.
That is perfect.
Anytime we're sprinkling cheese on something, I always feel like the recipe doesn't call for it enough.
No, it doesn't. Okay, we're going to put that in the oven for 35 to 45 minutes. 350 degrees.
Okay, so the chicken spaghetti recipe that I'm making comes from this book, Golden Treasures, Kirby Restaurant's Most Famous Recipes, which unfortunately is not available from the Fort Smith Public Library. I got it from my husband. The chicken spaghetti recipe is pretty classic, but I always like to add a lot of extra stuff to it. What I did was last night I cooked my chicken, then this morning I shredded it, so it's really well shredded. I like that. And then I also cooked my spaghetti noodles. I used 8 ounces of whole wheat spaghetti noodles, so this is kind of like your healthy-ish chicken spaghetti recipe.
I call that brown spaghetti.
Brown spaghetti. Okay, whole wheat brown spaghetti. And then I threw an onion in there, and then I had some frozen onions and bell peppers, and I threw those in there. And I had some spinach I threw in there, and also some peas. I like lots of veggies in the chicken spaghetti. I'm gonna start off by melting my Velveeta. Jodie does not use Velveeta in her chicken spaghetti, which I think is crazy. That's a pound of Velveeta. I use the low-fat kind. And then I'm gonna throw in what would be 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, but really it's just a big can of the healthy kind.
Of the healthy kind.
Yeah. I'm throwing in 1 regular can of Rotel, 1 can of hot Rotel,
Oh.
because I like spicy chicken spaghetti. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in the spaghetti that I cooked yesterday because it's kind of chilly. I refrigerated it overnight. So we're gonna go ahead and add that so that we can heat it up. I've got, I don't know, I just did 3 chicken breasts and boiled them and then I shredded them. I'm also gonna add in, now this is gonna make it spicy, but I chopped up 5 chilies in adobo sauce.
5.
5.
And look at the seeds. Those are hot.
It's gonna be spicy.
Okay.
Okay, last thing I'm gonna add to this is a can of black beans. So really, you know, even healthier, high protein. It's got beans, it's got chicken. Now let's go put it in the oven. 350 for 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay. Alright, we have to try this.
It tastes good.
I like it.
Those chilies really add a lot of flavor.
It is really spicy. Now I'm gonna try this one. This is classic chicken spaghetti.
It's very good. I like it.
No, it's really good. Thanks for watching another episode of Off the Cuff Cooking.
You can check out this cookbook from the Fort Smith Public Library.